We are bringing on from the National Youth Football and Cheer Association. We've got a new partnership with the JV Sports Show this spring and winter. Really excited about it because, as you know, we are not only covering high school, covering small college, covering major college athletics. We cover community activities as well, and we really like to support our young people as much as we can here. And joining us from the NYFCA, we have Jason Hirsch, Michael Nemeth, and Joey LaRock. Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Vince.
We've got three there. So let's talk about the NYFCA. And I'd like to start off with the CEO, with Joey. Joey, tell us a little bit about the organization.
Yeah, so there's a couple different things that we're doing, which is really exciting. Michael Nemeth, who is obviously here with Jason, are really spearheading the four-contact or the tackle world, whereas I'm kind of spearheading the non-contact world with flag football 7-on-7 and this new concept called Flex, which is like an off-season portal for tackle kids. And then, Michael, why don't you kind of give a little high level of the tackle, and then I'll dig into the non-contact stuff.
Sure thing. Jason is my commissioner, our NYFCA commissioner. He's been working really, really hard to put together a brand new tackle product, a tackle league that can bring in what we do best, which is organization, transparency, bringing the product to the forefront of the football world. So when the teams sign up and when our players sign up, they'll know what they're going to get. They're going to get a schedule. They're going to get everything they need. So that's what we do. I've been doing for 10 years in the non-contact league up here in North Scottsdale, and that's what we're going to bring to tackle. But I'm going to let Jason talk about all the particulars. He's the man that's in on the tip of the spear for NYFCA. Go, Jason.
Great, thanks, Michael. So just to talk a little bit more about why we thought Arizona would be a perfect market to launch this. Arizona is fastly becoming, football central around the country. And the competition here in Arizona in flag and sevens and tackle is always elevating. The community of coaches and volunteers, there is so much hard work that our community puts into developing our young athletes that, and I've been coaching over 18 seasons in flag, 3 seasons in tackle, head coaching, a number of years. And I felt that there was a need in Arizona for a predictable, reliable, efficient platform to highlight all this hard work that these parents, these players, these coaches put in. And the hundreds of hours and time that they dedicate, they can now, when they show up for the game, there's an expectation of a high school field, turf, bleachers, scoreboard, possibly announcers. And Vince, this is where you're going to come in. We have some great things to announce with NYFCA TV and live streaming of our games. But to really deliver something organized, highly efficient. So the most important thing that we want to stress is that coaches can just coach and they can just play football. We want to take the admin, the operational stress, all of that off their plate so they can come to work every Saturday and Sunday during season and get the job done. And that's what we're going to be about, and that's what we're going to execute on. So really, really excited to team up, and the opportunity that Michael has spearheaded and what Joey's doing, not only in Arizona but across the country, which he'll share. This group is super powerful. Very, very reliable. They're football people. They're not suits. And I'm just grateful for the opportunity to be part of such a great team and organization. So that's what we're looking to do.
Jason, thank you so much. And then one of the biggest parts of this whole thing was we raised a tremendous amount of capital to really tech-enable the youth sports industry. And, if you look at traditionally what's out there, it's volunteers that are, given the time like Jason just discussed, but they really don't have the ability to, really invest in infrastructure and technology. And so one of our thesis was that if we could bring technology to the industry, we could let all of the refs, coaches coach, and operators operate. And we have the ability to do that now. We have our big launch happening on our back end. Whole infrastructure launches on January 14th. So that's really taking a real analog business and then really turning it into a tech-enabled business is our number one competency. Then on the off-season non-contact world, our goal is to support football. And if we feel that if we do this right, we can get kids from the time they are 5 years old playing introductory flag football, and we can have them playing in our organization and really, progressing them as football players all the way till they're, seniors in high school by providing off-season programs, really developing all of our kids and players with clinics and academies and things of this nature. So we're excited, to align the non-contact world with the tackle world. I think it has never been done before, and we're excited to launch this thing going into the spring season for the first time in the history of youth football. So we're excited about everything that's happening. We're excited about the partnership here in Arizona.
Guys, I wanted to say something here really quick, and I appreciate the summary. There is a lot of excitement surrounding this new league and the number of families that this potentially can touch, and the JV Sports Show is just excited to be a part of this as well. So what we are planning on doing, for all you folks at home, JV Sports Show is going to be broadcasting some football games this winter and spring for the NYFCA. We'll be doing some coverage for you guys. Some of our YouTube programming will be devoted to presenting information about the league, getting to know the league, and really doing it the right way. How many families do you expect to touch here in Arizona?
Well, just in our non-contact world alone, we are right about 19,000 players in Phoenix alone, and then we have obviously a Tucson branch as well. So in our non-contact side of things, we expect about 25,000, and then Jason, Michael, what do you think on the tackle side of things?
I think we're going to. Oh, go ahead, Joe. No, go ahead, Michael. Go ahead. No, it's all good. Good, hit it. So right now, we're really focused on a number of key divisions. We're looking at the 7 and 8U division, but we have a lot of interest in 6, 9, and 10. The older divisions are great divisions. We're obviously looking at that as well. But again, with what Joey's saying, we want to create that opportunity for kids from start to finish. So a real focus on these younger divisions. But if we have 8 teams in each division, that's 16. It's 160 kids, multiple families. It could go as upwards from spring to fall. We could be in the same number of 20 to 25,000. Potentially, working with over 50,000 people just here in Arizona alone. The goal is to get this spring season off and make it just fantastic, a fantastic experience for all of our inaugural our enrollees, and that's why keep it a little smaller for spring. Spring's always a little smaller for tackle, obviously. So we're just going to hit this thing out, hit it out of the park, and make it a great experience for all of our early adopters.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, Michael. So Vince, something that a lot of the coaches that I've expressed, because I've talked to over 150 coaches here in Arizona over the last month. Competition is very important. There's been other leagues that have come into Arizona and failed. So really delivering on what we say we're going to do, executing quantity versus quality when it comes to the tackle program. There's so much involved. And, as Michael said, really getting this right for the community and working through the process, to build this league for sure.
Guys, from a facility standpoint, looking at your website, I noticed that your plan is to play at some of the high school stadiums, and obviously there's plenty of those here in the state of Arizona. But one thing I was really impressed with is one other partnership you have is with Legacy Sports USA, and the park that they're getting set to build out in Mesa looks gargantuan. If you could speak a little bit about that partnership that you have with Legacy Sports.
I'll jump in on that one. Sure thing. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. And so are the guys at Legacy. It's going to be phenomenal. It's 320 acres, I believe. They've raised about $300 million to build this international facility, basically. And the goals are amazing. It's every sport that you can do out there. We're going to be running football down there. Our championship games will be played there. We've got an exclusive deal for football with them for 5 years, I believe it is, Joey, right?
Yes, sir. Yep, we're excited about that 5-year partnership.
There you go. So we're really excited and can't wait for them to get it done. It's supposed to be done in December of this year, so we're going to count on January of 2022 to start our stuff up down there. We'll be doing everything down there, not just tackle. We'll be doing all of our non-contact products as well.
Gentlemen, contact information. How do families get a hold of you?
Jason?
Yeah, well, as far as tackle, they can email hq@nyfca.com. They can email myself, jason@nyfca.com. And they can also visit our website at www.nyfca.com. Any inquiry, we will get back to you immediately, and you can also see us on our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages for any type of real-time updates or what we have coming. And all of those are at NYFCA.com or at NYFCA as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Michael Namath, Jason Hirsch, and Joey LaRock, National Youth Football and Cheer Association, a new partner of the JV Sports Show. Looking forward to covering you guys. This thing is going to blow up. It's going to be exciting. We'll be back. Join us after the break for more JV Sports Show with Saguaro High School head boys basketball coach Lucas Ramirez. We'll be back. Go JV.
Bringing